Yeah? What? Do...
I don't know why I'm playing this.
What are you playing?
I don't know.
I don't
We're still
know.
playing Turmoil, apparently.
Yeah, we are apparently still playing Turmoil. I'm at Sure Gaming Talk Show. It's because we always records our podcasts, and the live thing was only for when people
Yeah, seeing that Iliarch's symbol is there, but mine isn't. Is quite saddening.
that's saddening. But remember, I gave a deadline, and I know that it was a really.
I got the deadline, but you didn't agree with
No,
it.
you horsed me.
It was an accident, okay? I was very tired. I made an accident. It was supposed to be blood drips.
It's not accidents, it's bad decisions.
It's bad decisions.
It was an accidental bad decision.
Accidental,
Accidental bad decision. I will go with that. I will accept
I
that.
have said that too. Accidental bad decision. So, hello everybody, and welcome to the podcast. Today we will do a non-facial podcast because I don't want to set up Skype for this. I actually want a better way than Skype to set up our podcasts in order to do these things, because then we can have the facial cams. I will around now just start our timer, and we will see how far we go. Are you okay for that? I guess you are. So, hello Zilverprins, and welcome to the show. How are you today?
Hello. I'm feeling reasonable.
You're feeling reasonable. We just played Space Engineers for 6 hours, and you feel reasonable.
Well, what else should I feel?
I don't know what else you should feel.
Calm, relaxed, acrovised.
Yeah. And
Intense hatred.
And hatred. Yeah.
No, intense hatred.
Intense hatred.
Just to put it out there. Intense.
I'm past the stage of regular hatred.
Yes. I think that the just because you complained a bit about your logo, I will actually implement it doing the podcast. So hello Lokeis, and how are you today? What have you up to? Working. So what kind of work are you doing right now? I've heard that you do something in the graphical world, right?
Yeah, in the graphical.
Yes.
So in my past, when I don't have like an assignment, I work on this kind of stuff that I make for you.
Yes. So
there it is.
Let me see.
Beautiful. Nobody knows that.
All the nobody noticed that that I just implemented the C instead of the LEH logo. I think I will do it probably for the YouTube video, but
I don't know, keep it.
I don't know what to do, man. It's just
I think
like
my logo actually went quite well.
your logo. Yeah, I actually it went quite well after I had to fix it for you.
What did you fix?
First of all, your the thing you sent me, all the things you sent me was just in a really bad scale, and
Yeah, but those were the things you actually sent me. That was the strange part.
So you also sent me a what was it? You also sent me a bit really big logo at some point.
Yeah, that was the actual one.
Yeah, the actual one.
Yeah, I think that over Skype, I think I accessed the file wrong and got like the Skype sized instead of the actual sized ones.
That could be. Skype has a bit problems with doing things, which is actually the reason why I prefer to use drives instead of
Yeah,
yes, like a Dropbox or Google Drive or whatever, because
Yeah.
it's easier to do things that way.
Yeah.
Like we can easier share files, and that was a mistake. Then you just go and change
Yeah.
it or whatever.
I also just realized that my color fits perfectly with the background. Well,
Yeah,
not
I think you
perfectly.
might have to change the shade.
No. It fits well. It's invisible. It's slightly darker.
Slightly.
You know, it's Lokeis who is the new graphical designer server. You are fired.
You know, it's a pretty bad idea to have a physically handicapped person in that position, whose exact handicap is in the pose you put him.
I'm sorry.
We're off to really good stuff. We just started talking and we're already criticizing.
No,
each
no.
other.
We are not criticizing. We are just speaking slowly about crazy things.
Yeah, like how
E3 passed a few weeks ago. Should we talk about that?
Free parsed. What do you mean?
E3. You know, the big game show E3.
No, E3. Yeah. That passed a few weeks ago. So was any?
I think it was only 1 week ago, actually.
I don't remember. Was any of you actually watching any of the shows for
No.
the E3? No.
The only show I watched was Dawn of War 3, and I must say, oh my god, I'm excited.
Are you just so excited? So tell us about it, Lokeis.
So, do you know what Dawn of War is?
I know what Dawn of War is, yes. I heard about that the first one is a big base building game. They were kind of going for the Warcraft 3 approach, but in Warhammer instead of Warcraft. And I really like that. But then they made Dawn of War 2, where you have a squadron of some sort, mostly Space Marines, and then you are just moving your spastic Marines around and killing things. And I really don't like Space Marines in the Warhammer universe because they are just so hyped.
So, yeah.
I'm more.
So,
yes, but what is with the number 3?
you will probably be happy to hear that Dawn of War 3 will go back to the root of building a base.
Yay! I actually heard about that.
It will also still have heroes.
It would also still have heroes.
For
Okay.
people who like the hero system, there's still gonna be stuff for you guys.
Yay! But
And the game has been set to launch with 3 races. The Space Marines, because
Spastic
Space Marines are Space Marines.
Ah,
Orcs and Eredar.
and Iradar. Okay.
You know the Space Elves.
Yeah. That's interesting. Space elf. Don't you mean the elders? Or what is it
I
called?
think they got Eredar, I don't know. They might be called Eldar.
I don't remember. I think it's Eldar.
There's probably gonna people be really pissed that we don't know.
I don't know, man. I'm not even going to get pissed about it because it's not my problem. We are the happy squadron of happy people doing happy things.
Yay.
And just come kill me. Tell me in the or tweet Philip actually. If we got it wrong, and then Philip will notice, and he will come back and say, "You shall not call the elders for elders or whatever."
Yeah, then he should have been here.
Yeah, he should have been here. Why did he
But-
leave us?
Instead, you got me.
Yeah, I did. I have silver.
So,
Yeah.
so is there any games that you guys got excited about to hear the announcement of, or
I
are you?
heard about that they are going to the Bethesda. Let me actually look this up. Okay.
I know a lot about the Fallout 4 stuff. Should I?
Yes, try it. What do you follow?
Alright, so I didn't watch the conference itself since it's usually some big show, but the facts are usually stated afterwards, and the important parts is like they're gonna as far as we know, there's the last DLC will be Nuka World for Fallout 4, which is maybe a bit sad since it's not as its predecessors, where it will go on for a while, tell an entire new story, which integrates into itself into the main story. Like, I don't feel like they're going to be able to do that with one more DLC of the actual adventure type in another area. And furthermore, the Contraptions DLC has already arrived, It's decent with the new stuff, traps and sort of things, but it's not really that game changing, even for Workshop DLC. Then the uh, Voltec DLC, I'm interested in, not excited for, but I really want to see what they managed to get up, especially with the part where they say, and do Voltec approved experiments.
Mhm.
That is what catches my eye because we all know how Bethesda has picked up on the dark humor that surrounds the Fallout universe.
They really did that.
They took it up quite well.
What I'm concerned about is that every time Bethesda makes a Fallout game, it's just a bit more screwed up and bad than the last one. So, like,
Yeah.
you say Fallout 3 is worse than Fallout 2, and Fallout New Vegas
Was better than Fallout 3.
Fallout
because
3 and
But-
Fallout 2, I wouldn't really compare those two games.
No,
They're-
you shouldn't in that option. But the original team of Fallout 1, 2, tactics and all that stuff worked on New Vegas, and I must say it proved quite a lot richer than Fallout 3.
But there was
Like-
just something with Fallout Vegas where it was so bugged. I had a friend once who played it on his Xbox, and because he accidentally killed somebody or did something that he wasn't supposed to, or something glitched out or whatever, he couldn't complete the main quest of Fallout New Vegas. So he just ran around, screwed up in the end, in shooting people. And
Well-
because it's only in Fallout 4 you are able to kill everybody without it being a glitch. That means that his game was screwed up because he couldn't complete the main quest because the guy was dead.
Well, actually, in Fallout New Vegas, there is no way to lock yourself. You're able to lock yourself out of one victory, but there's no way to lock yourself out of every single victory unless you fuck everything up. Because if you're in the final stage before doing one victory, you can still just switch over to another and complete that, and you can basically have all of them in the stage for full completion, and then just do the main quest and attack Lanius in his Legionnaire camp, or persuade him not to, or whatever. And it's very strange that somebody gets stuck in New Vegas. It's a lot more logical in Fallout 4, where there's a lot less options about how to finish the game. Like,
Yeah,
Yes,
there's
that
also
is-
apparently on console. It's supposedly one of the endings you cannot get on console. Apparently,
Yeah,
in New Vegas or 4?
Fallout 4.
I think it's
um,
the grand ending you can't get on the consoles.
Well, the endings I remember out of my head is you can either start with the BOS, the Railroad, the Institute. That's about the real ends I remember. I think there was
is
also
a
Minuteman.
secret fourth ending.
Then I've never encountered that yet,
Okay.
but I didn't put as much time in 4 as in New Vegas and 3.
I haven't barely played a Fallout 4, but I heard so much of it that I already know the most of the stories.
Yeah, it
But
isn't.
The
It isn't.
the
Oh, go on.
ending I'm speaking about is the secret grand ending. And what the trick
Secret
is,
what?
the secret grand ending, which you can't get on the consoles apparently. What I see is how it works is that you complete all the things, like you make the Brotherhood happy, you make the Institute happy, you make the
Oh, you
Railroad
mean
happy,
the ending where everybody's happy?
where everybody's happy. And I think that's the one you can't get on consoles because everybody wins, nobody dies. I think that maybe the Institute dies. I'm not sure, but that's all the factions gets to win, but you have to complete it in a certain way, so it's possible to happen. So the Brotherhood
Yeah.
keeps on doing nothing, and you still have the one. You're still beating the game, but everybody's just happy because everybody won or lost.
Well, it seems that the hidden ending is let's see. Well, the hidden ending is a very specific order, so it
Yes.
might as well be of that the order differs on console or something. But I'm not it seems very unlikely that an ending. Maybe at launch it was bugged, but I don't believe that Bethesda would be that retarded to not.
To not implement something on console that they implement on computer.
PC. Well,
Like-
I don't
they've
think-
done mods. They've done
Let's
mods.
be honest, it's never gonna be a problem on PC because of console commands.
Correct.
Yeah, we can just basically skip a quest. Just go back in a quest if we like a quest a lot and want to redo it with our character. That's something might be a nice addition to console as well, like the command console.
Yeah, but I think actually they got that. There's like consoles got mods now, right?
Yeah, mods, but no command
And I
console.
think I saw a mod that basically gives your Pip-Boy all the console commands in a menu.
Okay,
Oh.
I think I've seen that mod.
That would be nice. Also, a thing that I was excited for last year, and it was really was when they launched Fallout 4. They talked about you could actually, for once, start using your smartphone or tablet for
Yeah.
the Pip-Boy. And after playing Fallout 4 at my girlfriend's, I was actually totally stoked on. I just have to do this. I just seriously have to have my Pip-Boy physically standing next to
And
me.
how disappointed were you?
What?
Because everybody I've spoken to as of yet who's tried like the mobile app, like says it's really disappointing. Its only use is for like
For the
if you're in a
Pip-Boy?
combat situation and you want to do something real time for the really hardcore experience, you can do that. But otherwise, I've not met anyone yet who's been positive about it.
I'm positive about it because that means that I don't have to actually pause the game in order to change my clothes.
Yeah, that's the only like reason
Yeah.
people do it, like to do things in real time. But the disadvantage I see is that if you do something in real time, you're like on 10% health. Some kind of super mutant is using a minigun on you. Then I don't feel like you have the time to, real time swap, stim back. Oh, I'm already dead.
No, but the
Yeah, I can see that would be-
yeah, I see it. The thing is that the as long as on a console controller, you will have the ability to say I will have a quick heal on the arrow down, so I will always be able to just stim pack up while I'm killing a mutant.
Yeah, I know that-
And because I'm
we have
playing
that
with my
too.
girlfriend, she will actually swap my items.
So you actually do co-op.
definitely,
That's
we are
cheating.
actually
He's a
actually
cheater.
cooperative. We're cheating. I'm
We're now
sorry.
We're now gonna tie him up with rope to a stake and burn him.
Yes, because apparently playing the game your way is cheating and disallowed. I can never ever own a PlayStation 4 or a Bethesda game again, and I will be banned from all Blizzard server or whatever. Is
Blizzard
that?
And then
servers.
your
What
internet
is
access
Blizzard
is gonna
with
be
I don't know, but that's just how it normally is with all the Blizzard games. Like, but I just played the game the way I wanted, and now I'm getting banned from all their servers.
Yeah. Also, they're gonna cut they're gonna
What
cut
was
your
it?
little wire going down the ground, which connects you to the internet. They're gonna literally cut it and then burn the wire access closed,
Yes,
so
I
you
get
can't
that.
put in a new wire.
I get that while I'm going to the ground. Oh god. Now, who was it? It's Ubisoft, I think, who says that you have to be online, so you can only play the game that the way they intended it to be. You will never ever be able to mod a game like 2205 or whatever.
Well, that was a disappointment,
It's
according
just
to you.
totally disappointing that I used so many money on a 2205 for what? What did I do? I have some DLCs. There's no modding content because it's online. I have to play the game exactly the way they intended me to play the game, which is more like a casual wait a game. Have to wait. I can set the game off. I can then actually close the game, quit it, go to school, come back, and the game timer has still run in the background. So if anything is screwed up, then it's screwed up.
Yeah.
So-
Well,
Beep. Okay, so welcome back to the podcast. So, Silver, you were going to talk about the casual gaming,
Yeah.
which you think is here, or whatever.
So-
What do you want to talk about it? The casual gaming.
well, 20 years ago, back when I was not yet born,
Infant.
but the games I played when I was young,
Mhm.
like those games, they were decent. They had good mechanics for the time. They had a nice like gameplay story arc. The graphics were compared to nowadays. I think you need a monocle to switch back to that kind of graphics, just to be able to see what's going on. But the games were always made for those who it was made for. So it was made for, let's just say, RPG fans. So the RPG was full on RPG. Well, through the years, through the graphical improvements, it became more difficult to make these games because to keep them up to date with modern technology, they would have to sell more copies of the game to be able to do the game. So
They will have to dedicate themselves to a wider audience.
yeah, that's what they were forced to do, and that's what often causes the fact that games become so widespread just to be able to alleviate the costs which are made by the new modern technology, making it very hard to make like a game with good graphics, which is also the way it used to be, because those games are impossible to make. It's like you can't make a good traditional game like they used to be and make it look good without not being able to profit from it. And in core, game developers have to profit from what they make, otherwise it doesn't matter what they're making because they
It's
can't
totally
live off
correct.
it.
And the I think
I
that
think I'm following up on what you're saying.
yes. What I get from this is that I understand that they are making it more casual in some way, and
Every single
it's just
generation
it's
game.
actually crazy that imagine a game. Now I'm just saying something that would sound really weird, but if I 10 years or 11 years ago, whatever, when I still was at the elementary school, said, imagine a game where you would play as two teams, 5 on each team, and they would just go against each other. No, that would actually be 15 years ago, because 10 years ago this game existed. But the two teams, 5 on each team, going against each other, and the whoever is the best at carrying or destroying
Shooting.
the other's tower or whatever would win when they go to the core and destroy it. You have to go through what is it, 3 layers of defenses, and imagine that you will play this game over and over and over again
Are
for
we talking
hours
about
and
the Defend of the
days.
Ancients here, or what?
I'm talking about Dota.
Yeah.
Yes, we're talking about Dota.
We're talking about Dota and League of Legends and Heroes of the Storm and Smite and all the other MOBA
Yeah,
games.
let's
that
just
way.
not go further into MOBA before I start getting allergic reaction again.
You shouldn't.
reaction to MOBA.
But it's just to say that imagine that 15 years ago, if I have explained Dota and explained that people would play Dota in the so much that people play League of Legends today or Heroes of the Storm, people just look at me and say that could never happen. That is totally crazy. There's no gameplay in that. Of course, there's gameplay, but and a competition, and it can be fun, because I think it's also fun. But back then, they think, but where is the change? Where is the story? Where is the
Well, there were actual games like that were basically you play for 20 minutes and then you put it down again. Those existed, like
Yes.
Populous 1 and 2 were examples of that. But the
Oh,
thing
I
is,
played Populous 1 and 2 for many days.
yeah, I Me as well. I spent my entire childhood with Populous the Beginning and Settlers 3.
Let's
I don't
see.
think that you know what
I
I'm
used my
talking
childhood
about.
on Warcraft 2 and
Populous the
3.
Beginning was a really bad game.
I know it wasn't good, but it was fun. But I played Populous 1 and 2 as well a lot.
Oh, okay.
The beginning was different. It
yeah,
was the first. It was one of the. It was the first God game, or the first game in the God game genre, which was 3D, which was interesting.
yeah, this was really interesting, but it was just a destruction of the genre. Again, showing off that newer games, even the games from that old guy, which I don't remember the name of.
Peter Molyneux.
Yes, Peter Romanu, whatever.
Molyneux.
Yes, he made
Bless you.
Populous in 1 2, and he said that the he said that, oh, this is a good game. He showed off, and oh my god, I played it for hours. There was a competition. It was a really small screen. A what is it? A 600 by 800 or whatever. A 4:3 ratio. And you really had to just click, and the most of your screen was actually not gameplay, it was just controls, because that was how it was back in the Amiga DOS era. Then
I know.
Populous the Beginning comes, and you lose all the gameplay elements in order to have an army. Thank you. I think that we have talked about a game which did that too. What was it?
Dawn of War?
Dawn of War. Exactly.
So what exactly do you mean?
So what happened to Dawn of War years ago happened to Populous the Beginning 10 years ago. And
20.
20 years?
No.
What,
We're
what's
basically
Populous?
talking. So we're talking
Nearly
about
20.
games who
Which just gets-
didn't follow with the roots. Or
They
what are we
didn't follow
talking
the roots, and the games becomes more casual.
Yeah.
Like
I
the
must.
new releases, which is really big right now, is just casual games like YouTubers Live or whatever. Do we have a?
Even the game Stellaris, for example, that's supposed to be a really advanced sci-fi game. I have like 20 slots away from that a game called Space Empires 5, which is from 2000 something. I don't know exactly what. It's nearly the same. Its graphics are shit, but the gameplay is so much more advanced. It's so fun, and it's just better due to the fact that it's like actual a difficult hardcore game to play.
But why do you think that people makes all the games more casual today than they did when
Well,
I was born, for example?
If we
Because
look at
people has a demand that when they buy a game, they have to be able to see the end game, like the end content. They have to complete the game.
yeah,
Okay.
All the content, all the bang for their buck.
yeah, and back in the day, let's just be honest. Back in the day, I was good at certain games, and now if I play them, I think, how the fuck did I ever get through that level? This is incredibly hard. How the fuck does anyone do this? Just because I got softened over the years.
I tried to, I think it was last year, to beat the Lost Vikings, and that was impossible. I fucking died all the time. I remember that when I was a kid, I died all the time, and my dad died all the time, and he replayed their level, and we tried again, and in the end we beat the game. It could take a month or two to do, but we actually did it. Today, if I really concentrate, I could beat Fallout 4 in 2-3 days, and that would just be intensive gameplay. But because the way I play a game like Fallout, it will take me a year or two to complete the game, because I have to do all the side questing before.
So now we're talking about like really old games that are like hard.
Yeah?
I want to mention a good old classic of mine called Heart of Darkness.
Heart of Darkness. Oh,
Let me look that one up.
Look it up. You might be able to recognize it from the box art.
we are allowed to look things up. So Heart of Darkness.
Heart of Darkness.
Yes.
Watch.
Hmm.
It's a game
Is
for the
it-
PlayStation. Is it that one?
Yep.
Okay.
Like I played that as a child, and I was able to beat it. And I picked it up a few years ago again and said, "Yeah, sure, I can beat this." And then I couldn't even get past the first level, and I was like, "Seriously,
Oh.
what child me did this? I'm supposed to be like twice as smart now."
But you ain't. Because you also was softened by something, and maybe the difference between console and PC maybe would also do something. So if you
It's
have,
just because as a child I was way more stubborn.
yeah,
Yeah.
Children's
There's
is
one
just
game
more
though
stubborn.
from the past which I actually got quite good at recent.
Hmm?
Just there was one game I played when I was 10, called
Yeah.
Knights of Honor. I was decent at it, but now I'm older. This is the only game from longer ago than 10 years, or which has existed longer than 10 years, that in the ages I've gotten better in. Like, what the fuck? Like, there is something wrong here. Seriously wrong. We're losing our skills.
You lost everything.
Except one game. One game I played about 1,000 hours of when I was 12 or something.
Yeah.
Not when I was 10. When I was 10, I played about 1,000 hours of that game.
Okay.
Probably even more. Seeing that I only played that. I'm not gonna count out, but that must have been more, nearly 3,000 in total. I'm not sure.
Jesus.
Oh, I am stupidly just looking away from from the place where I should have my attention because I'm looking for my notes.
Cut that bit out.
No,
Beep!
no, beep. I actually think that I want to keep it in.
Okay.
But that is because this is the way I don't. I isn't supposed to do things. And I apparently do.
Do or not to do?
Do
That
or not to
is
do.
the question. All games that are gonna tear our tits off back then and even now. Ooh, games.
Well,
So many.
I must say that I got back then, I would still beat them once in a while. Like now, it seems like I start a mission in. I have an old code game here. As example, have you ever heard of the game Enemy Infestation?
Enemy infestation. Yes, I do.
Oh, just so we are clear, the aliens stuff in the sci-fi, like RPG shooter, or RPG tactical, or whatever the shit, like that isometric game where you control a group of survivors from an alien attack.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're talking about the same
Yeah.
game here.
So, I was able to beat that game completely when I was young, like completely, and the last like half of the levels didn't fail any time, like went easy. Then now I play it again, and I can get past the tutorial level. Then at level 3 or 4, you have this time mission where you have half an hour to find a cure for the main character, or he's gonna kill himself because there's an alien inside his head corrupting him. And I haven't even gotten near completing the mission within the time limit. Like, I can't press on through the aliens within the time limit. Like, physically impossible. Or I lose everyone, or I don't make it in time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, crikey.
I
It
don't
Sounds
have a
like a real
fucking...
bitch.
It reminds me of the Deus Ex Missing Link game. Not the Human Revolution, where you just keep on retrying until you save the girl.
Sounds like fucking masochism.
Yes, but it's just the way some games is made. Like even the new Deus Ex game, which is a bit easier than the old one. In that, you keep on retrying to kill off all the enemies in order to save the chopper girl, because it's so sad if she dies.
That's
Yeah,
more
yeah.
of a moral question, but
Yeah, but it's just like, no, don't kill the girl. And that is actually one of the newer games where it's actually a proper difficulty, if you ask me, because you can even choose to do it hard and not silent, or you can do it even harder but super silent. And if you do it the super silent, then you might set up a alarm or two, but you will never ever have to go into a gunfight. The problem is that if you choose to have all the if you have played that Deus Ex game, you will know that there's a skill tree, and you can go for killing everything, or you can go to I want to silent my way through the game. But every time you meet a boss, you would wish that you had all these kill skills, because silent doesn't work on the bosses. You have to kill them by pure brute force.
That reminds me of like Skyrim. If you make like a stealth playthrough, as soon as you get to like a dragon or a boss, something you have to fight head on, you're basically boned.
You're just
Yeah,
boned.
if you can't hide, if you don't have any poison, or if it has resistance against whatever the fuck you're throwing at it.
And that happens all the time. So why make try to make a stealth playthrough when you have to kill the final boss with pure brute force?
I guess there's some games nowadays that offers you an alternative.
Like Fall 3 did, actually, for me.
Do you guys remember the Easter egg in Far Cry 4 where you can basically wait out the rebel attack?
Oh yeah, you can. You can wait it out.
That's a good choice in life.
That was just so fantastic. Like, just wait out the rebel attack. We be back, and then he comes back, and actually
We had some problems with rebels.
we have some problems with rebels,
It's
but
nothing to worry about. I'll get some blood off of my jacket, and then we can go to the temple. That's basically
and then
that
you
is
go
basically
to
the good way to end it.
Yes, and then you go to the temple slowly and surely, and you bury your mother, and you flies off, shoot some guns, and
Rebels.
everything is good.
Yeah, in all honesty, if I would have been put in that situation and didn't know it was a video game, I would have just stayed put and sit and waited until it was over, because I'm not going to run away from the crazy maniac who is a private, not even a private, who has an entire army that listens to him, whose face is on money bills. Like, I'm not going to...
Are we talking about Far Cry right now?
You're
Yeah.
talking about Far Cry 4, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That-
I'm not
that
going to run
ending
away
of
from
the
that
game
guy's
is
dinner
awesome.
table.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't feel like a smart choice for some reason. I'm
No,
not sure.
but
Yeah.
still,
But it's like that's when people's game sense like comes in the way. It's like, yeah, sure, it's a game. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
walk
you
out of
can
here. It's
walk,
like,
since
okay.
you're not gonna die. Like, I know, I
Yeah.
once heard somebody talk about the concept of a game that will literally, you buy the game, and if you die, you have to buy the game, or the game uninstalls and you cannot buy it again.
what
Like-
is that game?
No, it's
That
a
would-
concept that somebody once talked about.
Oh,
Some game developer talked about it, how he once had a plan of making such a game that when you
that
when you
sounds
die,
crazy.
the game gets bricked.
That sounds
on your-
crazy. I don't want to do that.
No, but the idea, right? It would
Yes.
make you. It would make you
Angry.
not want to die, feel bad.
I hope that game is not multiplayer because I don't want to be gipped by somebody who's played
No.
the game more than me.
Oh, talking
No,
about
that would be
multiple-
nice. Like that would be. Ooh, I just spawned in. Bang!
Yeah.
Sniper shot to the face of a spawn killer who gets like double XP or something.
Yeah.
Who just goes level up every time he kills someone and makes them waste $20.
Yes, on that note, I remember that every time I tried to look into playing either Rust or is it DayZ or something, I
Yeah.
remember that everybody says that no, you have to have a microphone because people kills everything. Like, they kills everything in Rust anyway. You really have to be on a good server in
Yeah,
order to
the
not
same
get
thing with.
killed.
Do you know the game Ark?
Ark. I will not play Ark
That's- I
because
don't
the people graphics or human graphic is just
People graphics.
the people graphics. The models for
You can turn it off, you know. You can turn adulthood off.
Adulthood.
no, that's not
You
the.
named it adulthood.
He did, but that's not what I'm talking about. That's because my problem is that everything is out of proportion. So
That's up to you. That's up to you.
Yeah.
but it's up to my fellow players whether things is out of proportion. Because it's my fellow players who
Yeah, because
I have to look
it's
at.
probably going to be the island of the giant strongman and the short big boobed women. That's basically how Ark is.
Yeah.
Although there's a lot more men than women on Ark.
Mhm.
Like,
But I don't want
yeah, but
to-
it's
to
the same
watch
story.
that.
Like, you get into a server, and even if you go to a PvE server, just because you don't feel like getting destroyed, they're gonna park 3 triceratopses in a triangle around you, and you can't move anywhere because you can't move through the triceratops, and they will starve to death.
Yes.
It's
just-
very passive aggressive.
People is just
Passive aggressive. I call that torture. Passive aggressive.
yeah, people is just aggressive towards me. I'm sorry for noising. I'm always noising in my studio, Silver. Please.
That's not my fault. I've never been there.
No. But somebody
It's my
has
spirit, though.
Yes, people has to clean up in here. No, but yeah, that's just like why even go spend 20 or 40 euros on a game, which you're just going to get boned in, and then again I think that, but you have the challenge maybe it's the challenge that makes people.
Overcoming the odds.
Well, as
Welcome
soon as
to
you
the
log off, you come back, your dodo and your velociraptor have been impaled and eaten. Your house has been turned into a pile of ash, and your body's been defiled and is now being used as a blood bag that is still alive, and you're not able to do anything, so you make a new character, lose 5 levels, and start over again, and tomorrow is the same story all over again.
Oh god.
Welcome to Ark, where you're literally physically a living blood bag, which is being fed and put on the narcotics, so they are able to to use your blood to heal their own injured men, since it's cheaper than med packs. To just keep you there, put you in a cage, and tap your blood off and feed you narco berries and on narcotics all day long. So basically, you're fucked. If you're not part of a clan, you're fucked by the end of the day in Ark.
Have that, or you just play on a private server?
I tried that once, but it's not fun either because you know everyone there, and if you want to have a good bashing against each other, like if you want to have a little bit of warfare, you're always gonna know who that was, and you're always gonna be pissed at each other, saying that it was their fault that something happened, or be angry that your Brachiosaurus she just spent 12 hours taming died.
Oh, imagine if Pokemon was hardcore.
Nuzlocke. Like forced upon Nuzlocke.
Yes.
My poor Blastoise! It has been defiled!
It's been raped in the ass by, or it's been chewed on by a carnivine. Deadly silence because nobody
Yes.
knows what the fuck that is. It's a giant Venus flytrap that flies with eyes.
And you know, the Pokemon from Ruby and Sapphire that nobody bothered to capture.
Well, in Diamond and Pearl, people started to capture it more since I actually got a better move pool. But no Pokemon because Lolpi will die.
I will just die on the way there. Oh,
Yeah.
what is it? I just looked through the Steam summer sales, and one of the games I was recommended was Rocksmith, and it's just a game about learning to play guitar.
Yeah.
Should I not?
No, don't do it, Lolpi. It's a waste of money.
Yes, it's
Do you
like
want to learn to play guitar?
I don't know how to play guitar, but like making a game which cost you. This is a tutorial which cost you 30 euros to buy, and then you can you can buy DLC packs for whatever money you want to spend on it, which is separate songs or some extra songs, so you can buy Linkin Park Number, One Step Closer, or you can buy a 3 Days of Grace song pack or whatever. And I just think that why even hello, don't you haven't you heard of Google and YouTube? Is that just not a thing anymore? Like,
Apparently, they sell this to the people who don't know what Google is, who just got a PC one day, and for some marvelous reason, Steam was installed there with a pre-made account. Like, and they entered that, and they thought, I want to learn how to play an instrument. Then looked up instrument, and then for some fucking reason got up to that
Rocksmith.
program, then bought it, and then started using it. That
but
is
also Rocksmith requires you to have and now I'm going to
oh
to-
no,
to
you need
say
some kind of electrical guitar that you can plug in or something,
you
right?
need
Yeah, you need
in Rocksmith. Please see your okay. The Rocksmith trademark real tone cable is not included with the purchase of Rocksmith trademark on Steam, and you must purchase separately. Please see your local retailer on many online stores to purchase the Rocksmith real tone cable. I'm going to look this up now because I will fucking jack you that this is a normal fucking jack 5.5 cable and not something special.
Alright, meanwhile you do that, I'm gonna call up something else to see. Golf with your friends.
Golf with your friends.
Yeah,
Golf
for
with my friends.
€5. Golf with your friends.
No, apparently it's a USB cable.
Ah,
It's a sort of USB cable, not exactly a USB cable, but sort of.
well, it's USB on one end and probably something else on the other.
It's a normal jack cable on the other end, but
Yeah, I think
why
you
do
can
I
get
want
that
to
anywhere.
spend a 269 crowns on a cable?
Could you just
from
put that in
Aarhus?
comparison for the crowd? me.
In the comparison, I could
30. I'm at €30, something like that.
No,
You said 120 crowns, or how much?
100
200 and-
fucking crowns.
240, like, is like €34 or something. I'm not really sure, but that's not cheap for a USB cable
that is
with something on the
36
other end.
euros. That is a 36
Okay.
euros for a USB cable with a jack cable on.
I think you can get that for like a single euro somewhere. I have a feeling.
eBay.
For quality jack cables, you can pay around 10 or 11 euros
Okay, that's still half, or
for
a
short
third even.
cables.
Yeah, as a third. Then slap a USB on it.
Yes, slap a USB on it and say Rocksmith trademark, and then you're fucked. And that's just the start of it. Like,
Oh no!
is-
Don't go on the special Rocksmith trademark guitar. Like
Oh,
five-
oh, oh shit! Should
Let me tell
I?
you this Ventec, by the way,
I'm
Rocksmith trademarked guitar.
Okay. So in order to buy the guitar, you see on Steam, and this is true. Do you really want to know?
All right, tell us.
Okay,
Bring it on,
Psycho,
laddie.
there, guitar. Is it a? Is
Is
it
it a girl
Gretsch?
or a boy?
It's a Gibson. Find something. What do you think that it would cost?
I think it's incredibly expensive.
Can we be talking in crowns? Shouldn't we be talking like in euros or
I
pounds?
already said starting euros, but he doesn't listen.
I said that it was 36 euros.
Right. So what
For,
might
the
the guitar
cable.
be? I'm not gonna guess because I'm gonna be horribly wrong. I'm gonna be either above it or below it, but never right. Okay, tell us.
I have to find it. I don't remember the name of the specific model, but there it is. There. It
Rocksmith.
is a mid-tone standard traditional tunes. Okay. Doom.
So which one are you looking at? 2014 or
That's
2012?
2014. That guitar.
Alright.
And in euros, that guitar would cost 927. That's the cheap.
927
right
euros.
now.
That's almost 1,000 euros, for fuck's sake.
It's not a cheap guitar. Let me tell you that.
1,000 euros for a guitar. I think you can buy.
I'm actually sure that I'm actually wrong.
I think that's about the amount of money you pay somebody to make guitars for you for an entire month of that quality. I have a feeling.
No, this is a
No, it's
a normal
basically just a
Gibson.
watermark.
It's just a normal Gibson. No. Do you want, because the Gibson is a copy of the real thing, and the real thing would cost you in euros precisely 4,298.
Okay, I get it. It's not cheap.
So it's not cheap. That is the fucking real Gretsch guitar, which Gibson made some sort of copy of.
Okay, I get it. So let's get back to gaming, which is the thing we were supposed to talk about.
No, gaming's not what we're supposed to talk about.
It's kinda gaming.
It's kinda gaming, but actually what we're supposed to talk about is just crap for 1 hour.
Alright, so there is one subject I want to talk about.
Yeah, tell me.
Which is quite controversial recently. So it's a game that you're not gonna like, Lolpi, but shut up in this case. So
Okay.
The Sims 4 had this update which allowed you to create or customize Sims completely. Like you could now make custom genders, so to speak. So you could pick everything from, can I stand peeing? Yes or no. Can they impregnate someone, be impregnated, or neither? That sort of stuff. What kind of clothes they wear, what kind of body type they have, but still amazing that they give you that kind of freedom, like to make a sim which is basically a woman but she can pee standing. Yeah, that's something I've done already. But the thing I still wonder is, like, when are they gonna add the ability to make them like sad, like make their base emotions sad and make them be comfortable with being sad. Like, I want to be able to see a sim who is in actual depression as like a custom thing of that sim. I want to see
You know what
that.
I want to see now?
What?
We already know Sims are fucking sadists.
No, everybody who plays the
Nobody
Sims
agrees
is
that all
sadist.
Sims are bloody sadists.
Well, everybody who plays it is a sadist usually, for some strange reason.
Usually.
You know what I want to see? I want to see a Sim that's a masochist.
Hey, what?
A masochist.
I think I'm hearing wrong what he's saying.
Masochist. You know, a person who gains pleasure from pain.
Oh, a martyr.
Pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, like I remember that the English term is martyr.
Maybe.
Could be the other way around, I'm not
It
sure.
could be a masochist.
I haven't heard the term yet. It doesn't matter. So, yeah, that is something like I want to have the ability to, outside of the traits of my Sims, give them like some really fucked up things, like they like, for example, that they like to be sleep deprived, or they like to be hunger starved, or they like
to drink acid.
Something like that, or they like to be like, they like it when they have to go to the toilet real bad. I know people who like the feeling of having to go to the toilet real bad and wait till the very last second just because they like the feeling of pressure on their body. Yeah, I know some pretty crazy people, but
You're crazy, Silver.
I'm not crazy. It's not me. If you know how often I go to the toilet, you know I hate the feeling of having to go to pee.
But you don't like the feeling of relief.
What? No, I personally don't like the feeling of having to pee, as in I have to go to the bathroom. but I know people who like that feeling because there's pressure on their body, which is making them like
Uncomfortable.
no, yeah,
Or-
but also according to one of these people, healthy tensioned, like that is a tension they like to have in their body.
I don't want
Whatever.
that tension.
Let them have that tension.
That tension.
But like I would love to see Sims with those kind of things where they can enjoy sadness or enjoy something, or literally like something that isn't a trait, but just something like they enjoy being sad, or just anything like they don't have a need for showering, for example. Something like that, something to make the more strange Sims of society. That would be nice.
So basically, you want a sim who can sweat jelly.
Didn't mean that, but I meant like there are so many things in the Sims that are missing from. They say we want you to be able to make the sim you want to make, but I want to make a sim who is horribly depressed and fine with being horribly depressed. Just for making that sim.
It sounds just a bit crazy.
I know,
Because,
but I want to be able to make those kinds of sims. Since I know people who are depressed and who don't want their life to change because they're happy. Well, not happy, but they're comfortable with being depressed.
It's because they don't know what's on the other side, and they are scared.
They know what's on the other side, and some
people like to be depressed. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let them,
it's more or less that they feel more comfortable feeling bad. Like, yeah, I can
the
understand what they
feeling
mean.
I guess it's a feeling of safety, because when you're at the bottom, you can't go any further down. Then
Yeah.
you won't have to fall. It's kind of
Yeah.
that kind of deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's that kind of deal.
Yeah, like whenever somebody crawls out of a bad period, it's quite easy to knock them back in again.
Yes. Okay, but I think that our time is almost up. My watch said that we have 3 minutes left.
Oh,
And it's great because the 3 minutes left means that that we actually managed to do it for once.
hey, this
Hey.
calls for celebration. I'm gonna get something drink from downstairs afterwards.
You will be allowed to play more Space Engineers with me afterwards.
Yay.
But before we are going to play Space Engineers, we are going to ask Lokeis. Hi, Lokeis. Who you are and where can I find you on the internet if I want to? You know, now you can promote yourself and talk about yourself.
Oh, I'm gonna be a sellout now.
You have to be a sellout. That's just important for me.
Okay, so let's see. How sellout can I be? I have a YouTube channel. I don't post frequently on my YouTube channel, but if you like my sound of my voice, or basically random outspurts of rage, hype, or general just excitement, I should say you definitely check it out. I post every now and again. I post all kinds of game, Guilty Geared, Smite, that kind of deal. And I'm also on Facebook. If you want to stalk me there, I'm completely fine with that. I also have a Twitter, but it's basically dead. So go there if you want to look at a dead channel. But I don't need to judge.
So no references to how dead it is.
No, just that channels.
just that.
Nobody from Denmark
No.
actually uses Twitter. That's fine.
Oh, fuck,
Nobody
I was
around here does
just
either.
about to be very, very offensive there for a second. I need to shut myself up.
No, it's fine. The dead Twitter. That makes
I was
totally
about to
sense.
say
Also,
that my
we have
channel,
What do you say?
I was about to say that my channel is as dead as a fucking suicide bomber.
Okay.
That went
But
off.
that's totally fine. Because
Yeah,
your
there-
Twitch channel is not that dead, and we sometimes streams a bit together, and the Lokeis is actually the other guy who's actually recording when I'm not in the Welcome to the Podcast YouTube channel, where he actually records too. Maybe without knowing that much, but he knows when he records. So
Hopefully.
I actually hope that you know when you record, Lokeis. That is not just something that
Don't do what I do and have something that records every single second you're gaming.
but the
Oh
yes.
God, I was right. I didn't want to be right. in
God.
this game. Oh God!
No, his eyes are
Oh, I did a
melting.
cleansing.
His eyes are melting. His brain
did I
is
do?
pouring out of his nose.
What did I do? I have to cut this out now. Oh God.
No, leave it in.
Hi, Silver.
Slapping is not a wrong word. It's just. Oh. It was the word.
Hi, Silver. So, Silver, I know that you don't exist anywhere on the internet, but
I do exist on some places.
it's just really weird that we can find you.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well that I haven't been smashed with a rock in the face yet.
Yeah, because apparently you appear all the time on the most of my videos, and when you're not on my videos, you're at least on my stream, the one way or the other, which is really interesting.
By
So,
accident or on purpose.
I don't
You're-
know, man.
And
So-
otherwise, I'm available for those who speak Dutch. But let's just say, ask about it because it's not worth trying to explain if there's no
But
Dutch person.
what else can you tell us about yourself? Just a huge cap up here. On the if people
well-
wants to get in touch with you, know you a bit better.
Well, all there's to know about me is well, there's actually not much to know about me.
Much to know about you. That's fine.
No, I'm just a picture on the internet, and one time they saw me using a webcam during Skype, and never ever on any other occasion in time have I ever been seen or heard of or will be heard of, hopefully. Nah.
Silver is actually just a virus on the mainframe we are trying to get rid of.
No, an
That
AI.
is-
I'm an AI.
An
I'm a
AI on the
sentient
mainframe.
AI.
Yes. So, nobody actually ever asks me who I am, so I'm going to just sell out myself without getting asked.
Oh, Lolpi, who are you?
Oh, hi! My name is Lolpi. I have a Twitch channel, I have a YouTube channel. And if you like a lot of random gaming or like a lot of strange vlogs about the stupid life or lasagna or whatever I do at
Lasagna.
work, lasagna, yeah, you can go and check me out. It is Michael Lolpi. You can find me on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. I tweet regularly. I also have a Facebook page where you can go and find me if you want to. But please don't expect anything from the Facebook page because Twitter will not post to the Facebook page and I have to remember it manually, which is hard work. So I will not post to that. But I do a lot of gaming content, I do a lot of streaming, and I do a lot of things all the fucking time. I don't have time for my life, and that's
Alright.
hard. Also, I
Okay.
do a lot of work for video developers, which I am not allowed to talk about because I have a contract to free. And I'm the founder of Welcome to the Podcast, so that is just me.
Although I do have to add like this little annotation on the part of regularly, seeing regularly as in more than once a year. That should be like the.
No, I post on
in
Twitter
that.
regularly. That means that it's
No,
actually...
I mean the gaming part.
Oh yeah, I play games when I have time, and I do videos when I'm not doing other people's videos. So that's the thing, yeah. It was a great podcast, and I will say thank you to following me, and I will also say to you, and that is to all of you, that you have to remember to follow, like, comment, subscribe, share on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Tumblr, Pinterest, Reddit, eFuck, MySpace, Vampire Freaks, as all friend finder, Pornhub, YouPorn, Flickr, Fuckbook, Dix, Tumblr, Porn, Foursquare, LinkedIn, Vimeo, Vine, and Deviant, and of course on livestream. My name is Michael Lolpi, and this was Welcome to the Podcast.
So my part has to be censored, but this doesn't.
Thank you for joining me.
End it there.